whoa, oh my goodness, where did that come from,
How many times have you been here?
You got the one little room.
Seven. 8.
8.
No. You've been here. Wait. I've been here 8 times. It's great here.
4 years. Like more than 8. 4 years. How about you? Yeah, conferences don't count.
Oh, then 4.
Oh.
Well, no, I've been here 8 times altogether.
Conferences don't count. It's 4.
Conferences don't count.
4 years.
4 years, 4 times, 4 fests. 1998 to present. This exact same
2001.
fest.
Exactly the same.
This next question that you bring up is, aren't I being good as long as I don't have sex? I mean, I'm not having sex, so I'm pretty good.
Yeah. And this is essentially the mindset that I fell under in high school, that as long as I physically retain my virginity, well, then pretty much all else goes, because that's what they say, just save that for your wife, and then pretty much before that, it's all fair game. But what ends up happening is usually, let's say a person has this mentality, odds are they have several friends that may be sexually active, and they're thinking, well, I'm not doing the stuff they're doing, so I'm doing pretty well. But by the time you meet the person that you're supposed to marry, you realize you're in need of a lot of healing for all that you had given away of yourself. And so we should never compare ourselves with those deeper in sin, but really compare ourselves to Christ and how we measure up to His standard of love. Because if we always look to those deeper involved in sexual sin, that we'll never have really a grasp of where God wants us to be. And sometimes we need to, ask ourselves, I really love this person and we should be able to do this together. But I would say, imagine you're doing the act that you're talking about, whatever that may be, any type of arousal before marriage, whatever. Think of yourself doing that with your girlfriend there on the couch in your house. And then imagine looking over at the next couch and seeing Jesus Christ Himself there watching you. Now, would you be like, just feel this disinterest, this fear and this shame and this guilt and this stop? Oh, he's here, we have to stop. You have to ask, why is that there? Because if God is love, and love incarnate Himself is in the room, and you really love her, you should be thrilled to have Him witness and bless everything that you're doing together. But that guilt or that sense of shame comes because there's something in our heart that tells us, I'm selling myself short from the kind of love that He's calling me to. And so really evaluating all these things. And God's not a divine party pooper trying to ruin our fun and take away our freedom, but He just wants to keep us from falling to the counterfeits that we're prone to embrace.
Let's talk about that. I mean,
because I was going to say too, Jason, just to dovetail on what you're saying, that Jesus is also the one who has told us that if a man even looks at a woman with lust in his heart, he's already guilty of the sin with her. And I would, challenge any young person out here, particularly any young male watching these programs today, who can be involved in passionate kissing, who can be having your body up close to another body, even if it's fully clothed, of the opposite sex, and to be engaging in any kind of these preliminary activities that arouse sexual desire and passion, and not have the associated thoughts and the desires enkindled at the same time. And Jesus is saying, no, if you're doing that, you're already guilty. I mean, you don't have to go out and rob the bank or murder the person to be guilty of it. If you have determined in your heart, if I have the opportunity, I'm going to do it, you're guilty already, right there, of that sin. So very important to keep these things in mind.
And so we should compare ourselves to Christ and how we measure up to His standard of love.